Hey everybody, it's Mickey. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a video called 10 things I wish I knew before having weight loss surgery. Some of my favorite weight loss influencers here on YouTube have done this video, so I just wanted to do mine in my perspective. So we're going to start off with 5 negative things about weight loss surgery and 5 positive things. So number 1, I talked a little about this on my first ever video, and that is eating disorders and food addiction. I knew when I had the surgery that things weren't just going to change like that. I know that things take time. That's why I worked with a therapist to try to control my food addictions, but I didn't realize how hard it was still going to be after surgery, and I know that I'm not that far out of surgery, so things will get better, and things already have gotten better. I still struggle with binge eating and emotional eating every day, but it is becoming easier and easier as time goes on. Number 2 is, what is number 2? Vitamins. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my vitamins. Alright, so I take in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vitamins a day. People who have had weight loss surgery have to take so many vitamins because our bodies don't absorb things as they used to. I'll start off with the weirdest one. I have to take prenatals, not because I'm trying to have a baby, because there is folic acid and iron in this, which my body doesn't create by itself. So that's why I have to take one of these a day, and I really don't mind because they're like chewable. They're cranberry apple flavored. Next is B12, B1, vitamin D, and then I have to take 2 milligram cups of these a day. That might seem like a lot, but compared to what I would have to take before, like my diabetic medication and my kidney medication and all of that, I would much rather take vitamins than pills. Also, one thing that's kind of weird, pills affect my body a lot differently than they used to. Daffy, come up here. Come up here. Daffy, come here. Come here. Come here. I would have to have a double dosage of pain medication or freezing medication just because it would take much longer to work through my system because of how much weight I had on. And now I get drunk really easily, and taking just one Tylenol makes me literally high. Number 4 is eating in public. Eating in public is extremely embarrassing. I thought that eating in public before weight loss surgery was bad, but now it's bad because I'm not at the goal that I want and people see how little I eat. I feel like I am judged so much more than when I would eat a full plate of food. And I know that it's not always the case. There's people who are extremely understanding and don't think that way, but I feel like I get looked at a lot more than I used to in a negative way. When I eat in a restaurant, the server is doing their job, but I feel really bad for them because they always think that I don't like my meal or there's something wrong with it, but really it's just because I'm full and I can't eat that much. So whenever I go out, I always try to eat off the kids menu or have a small portion of it so it doesn't look like I am avoiding eating the rest of my meal. Because you don't always want to explain why you can't eat much, even though I am very open with it. Okay, number 5 is vision. So before I had surgery, I had perfect vision. Now I am nearsighted. And I don't know if it's only in my case or if it's in other people's cases, but I talked to my surgeon about it a few months after surgery, and he did tell me that a lot of people have bad eyesight after surgery because of something to do with the proteins, and they're like something in your eye deteriorates because you're not getting as much protein as your body is used to. So I went to go have an eye exam a few weeks ago, and they told me that I'm nearsighted. I can definitely see that I have such a hard time reading things far away, or when I'm at work at the tills and I see people walk in, I will know them, but I don't recognize them until they get pretty close to me. Alright, that is it for the negatives. And now I'm going to get into the positives. So as I mentioned before about pills, I used to take diabetic medication, and now I don't take anything for it. It was just such a fear that I was going to die of diabetes because of how uncontrolled it was. And now my sugar level never goes up. I think I had a Slurpee the other day, like one of the small green ones, and my sugar went up to an 8, and that is the highest it's been in a very long time, and that was after a very sugary drink. So it lifts such a weight off my shoulders, just being even just the tiniest bit healthier in that kind of aspect. I also had to take pills for a kidney problem. I also had to take pills for heart disease, and I don't take those at all anymore. That is such a relief. Number 2 is chairs. So I know it sounds kind of dumb, but sitting in normal sized chairs used to be such a struggle for me. Like in school, when you have those like little bars beside you, I would be so uncomfortable, or going to a restaurant that had armrests was so uncomfortable, or even at the movie theaters used to be so uncomfortable, and now it is so much better. I go to the movies and I can like fully cross my legs and I have room to spare. I'm not even at my goal weight yet, but it's already so much better. Number 3 is clothes. So I can fit into an extra large pant, so that's about a 20 to 18 size, and I can fit into a 1X, 2X top. And before I was fitting into a 3X pant and a 4X top. I can also shop at La Senza now for bras and underwear, and that was such a big milestone for me because being a teenager, going to the mall with my friends, they all wanted to shop for cute underwear and cute bras, and I was just always going along with them because I couldn't fit into La Senza. I always had to shop at the big girl stores. So it was always kind of a degrading thing to go do, even though I supported them. Like I would always go with anyways, but just it was kind of degrading in the back of my mind, just going like, oh, I wish I could fit into those. Those are so cute. Also, can we talk about how ugly big girl underwear and bras are? Like, that's not fair. And if they are cute, you know that they're gonna be like $100 for a bra and then like $30 for a pair of underwear. Also, now that we're on the subject of clothes, I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video, but my feet shrunk, and I heard that this happens to other people too, but I used to wear a size 11, 12 women, and now I fit into a size 10, which is fantastic because I would have to go to drag queen stores to buy heels. Number 4, I'm going to talk about head hunger and eating disorders. So for the negatives, I talked about how hard it is still, but now I'm going to talk about ways that I have overcome head hunger and binge eating. So I've learned to find other ways to almost forget about it. A few weeks ago, I remember I had a really tough day at work. I don't exactly remember what happened, but I mindlessly went to the grocery store after work and I got a big family-sized bag of ketchup chips. And then I came home and I had planned to eat them, and I didn't plan to eat the whole bag, but I knew that it was probably going to happen because I was just in one of those moods where I just wanted to eat my feelings. And when I got home, I just got this urge to listen to music and dance and clean my house, and I ended up putting those chips away in the cupboard, and I didn't even touch them for a few days because I got over it. Like, when I did eat them, I only ate a few. Like, you can have things in moderation, but I was just very proud of myself that I didn't go home and binge eat the whole bag like I had pretty much planned to do. My battery for my camera died, and the sun's gone down quite a bit, so I'm sorry if the lighting's bad. Also, it's very windy suddenly that I just turned my camera on. So I'm sorry if you can hear that. I can't remember where I left off, but I know that I was talking about head hunger. I'm pretty sure I said most of what I wanted to say about that. So my number 5 is confidence. This has been the best 4 months of my entire life. Specifically this last month. I have this spontaneous, confident side of me that I've never seen before, or I don't remember having. I honestly love that part of me. Things that I would normally never ever do, I'm doing all the time. I'm wearing things that I would never ever wear. I am speaking my mind more. I'm not letting people take advantage of me anymore. I actually have a life now. I really love who I am becoming, and I am excited to see who I will be in the future. With that being said, I'm still me, but I am beginning to be the me who I was on the inside. Some people might view this as me changing in a negative way or being a bitch, but really that's who I was on the inside this whole time, but I was too scared to bring myself out because I was too afraid to show that part of me. So that was my 10 things I wish I knew before having weight loss surgery. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope that this can help somebody who's thinking about having weight loss surgery, or I hope this helps somebody who wants to know more about it. Thank you so much for the support and love I've been getting from everybody. It brings me happiness knowing that my fellow peers from high school and my family watch my videos. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more. Also, if y'all like my earrings, check out Mind's Eye Collective on Instagram. And follow my Instagram at bypass0517. I think that's what it is.